Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Toybiz Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. So yes, this guy was one of the big 3 Build-A-Figures that Toybiz presented us with, and here he is standing next to Galactus, which was the first Build-A-Figure, and you know, they really gave us something for our first one, didn't they? Now, Apocalypse stands 14 inches tall, and Galactus is just ever so slightly, like 1 or 2 mil larger to the top of the head, and then obviously he's bigger with the spikes on the top. But they're about the same size really, and they're just absolutely fantastic. The other big one obviously being Sentinel. So let's just take a closer look at this guy then. Now just look at that face sculpt. I mean, this guy just looks absolutely incredible from every angle. This is the blue version, so the blue on his arms and legs here and everything. On the variant that is black, and I just prefer this one a lot more. But yeah, this guy just looks absolutely fantastic with those metallic red eyes, the metallic blue around his lips there and going through to the side of his head. He's got the veins sculpted in, that very angry face. It's just got loads and loads of sculpt detail. And the fantastic thing about a size like this means that you can actually sculpt more detail in there. It's just a lot easier to fit more in. As you can see inside the neck right there, we've got some very nice kind of dry brushing inside there. Don't know if you can see that too well, but looks absolutely fantastic. Then we get all throughout, it looks like a kind of airbrushed kind of shading of black over just the entire thing, in all the muscles and everything. Really nice silver paint app all throughout. So we've got the belt here on the gauntlets. Very nice detail everywhere. Really like that they've got these blocks where the screws would be, so they've actually covered the screws up. That's a very nice touch on a figure this size. Obviously they can do that. We've got these flexible silver tubes at the back here, which don't come attached. You have to attach them to yourself, and you can pull them out, so they don't have to be there if if you don't want them there. So if you need to prop this guy up against something to stand him up, or if you just don't have that much space on your display and you need him right at the back, you could just take those off and it doesn't really matter too much. Going on to the back here, still very good detail. You can see on these black bits, it's kind of, you can see the brush strokes of the kind of bluey grey kind of colour that they've put over there to give it kind of a worn look. So it's not actually damage or anything like that, or scratches. It is actually supposed to be like that. So to run over the articulation real quick, the head moves up and down extremely well. Obviously it's fantastic that he can look so far down, seeing as all of your figures are going to be about the size of his kneecaps, but and then you've got left and right. It moves okay. Obviously it's going to be hindered by this big neck piece here, but I'd rather have him lose a bit of articulation due to that and still have very good range than actually not have that there, because that shroud just looks absolutely fantastic. In the arms, the shoulders come out all the way up to there, 90 degrees, and they turn a full 360, but do have to come out a little bit, obviously, because of these shoulder pads. He rotates here at the biceps. He has a single jointed elbow, which doesn't move too far, but that's fine. He actually has a rotation here at the wrist. So then over to the hand, it does move in and out a little bit, and the fingers are individually articulated, as you can see, but really the only good looking pose, because they're stuck like this, the only good looking pose is to have them in as a fist. I mean, you could kind of get someone in there. I mean, if you get some Marvel Universe figures, they'd look fantastic in his hand. But I just really do wish that the fingers had another joint so you could open them up. That's the only thing wrong with the hands there, really. But otherwise, look very nice as a fist nonetheless. And then at the ab crunch here, you can move back. As you can hear, it's a very clicky ratchet joint there. Some might be a bit quieter than that, but mine is just very loud. But it does go all the way back to there. And then to the front, it only goes a tiny little bit, pretty much nothing at all, which is perfectly fine, really, seeing as you can get his head to look that far down. He still looks perfectly fine in a downward-looking pose. The waist is very loose, and this is the same on all of them. You know, you can just spin him around. Now in the legs, you've got to be very careful, hold it really close to the joint, because it's very tight to move it out to the side, like so. I'm not going to try too much, I don't want to break it, but it does go all the way out, as you can see from that joint there, but it's very easy to move forward and back. That is also ratcheted. You have the rotation at the thigh. You have double jointed knees, which move that far. You have a rotation down here at the calf. This bit on the foot actually moves up and down, so that as the foot moves up and down, you actually get more room for that. I think this one's a little bit looser, so there we go. I can show you the articulation a little bit better with that one. There we go. And then you also get the toe articulation, which is very good, and then you also get a tiny little bit of ankle pivot, not too much, and obviously you don't get any pegs in this guy's feet. And as a standard action figure comparison, here is a 6-inch Marvel Legends Captain America, so you can see that he doesn't even actually reach his fists right there, so he's about mid-thigh level, so a very, very good size. I love this size a lot more than the regular Marvel Legends version of Apocalypse. I really do prefer this Build-A-Figure, although it is obviously going to be more expensive. You know, there are bucket loads out there. And if you don't want to collect the entire wave to get it, I mean, I know I didn't. Basically, you know, you can find some good deals on eBay. It was a bit harder for me being in the UK and most of them being sold from the US, but I did manage to get it from a UK buyer in the end. I just had to be patient and wait for a good listing to show up. So just like the other Build-A-Figures, once you've gotten, you know, messed around with them a little bit, they're easy to stand up. You don't have to worry about them. They are top heavy. Especially this guy, but it's not too much to the point where you're just not going to be able to stand him. He does have loose knees, and like I said, that waist joint, you know, he swivels around on that very easily, so if you did get him into a pose where he could get momentum and that could just slip like that, that could cause him to fall over, I guess, but it's just up to you, you know, to get him in a nice stable pose. But all the different paint app on this guy, all the different work that has gone into it, sculpt and paint-wise, it's just absolutely fantastic. I really do recommend this over any other form of Apocalypse. Especially with the Apocalypse movie looming, you guys really should go ahead and get a really, really nice Apocalypse figure for your collection. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to check out more pictures of this guy and also other figures from my collection, then go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's Homerino123 for both, and links will be in the description below. And if you want to check out reviews for the entire Galactus series, along with many other action figure and collectible reviews, then be sure to subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click on that like button. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.